It's like putting a coffee machine. Hello.
Want to kick us off?
What was your assessment of that game?
Oh, that's a good question. Never heard it today. I'm fine. It's a very intense. It's an unbelievable challenge to face Man City always. As I said it before, and as a last game of that intense period, it makes the challenge even bigger. So I'm really happy what the boys did today. The start of the game was fantastic. I liked it. But if you want to win against Chelsea, you have to use a few of these half chances, whatever it is. In these moments, you need, of course we know that. You need to finish that, and you cannot defend them over 95 minutes 100%. They always will have their moments, but I thought how we defended was actually brilliant. Apart from the penalty and one or two situations where we need Ali with a really good save, so that of course that's true. But we played City now that often, and they are just outstanding. So, and in no game we played so far, the game was that kind of level like it was today. Even when we won 3-0 at home, when we won 4-3 at home, it was not like when we won 2-1 at City. They pushed us in our 18-yard box, and we didn't know exactly how to come out. Then we had our moments, of course, all that, but over the full match time was never like that. So it's like this. It's for both teams really intense, all what we are doing here, and both showed respect for the other team. And don't lose the ball in the wrong moment, otherwise you have a big problem. And both teams did well, and then we had, how said, a bit lucky with the penalty, of course. That's how it is, that's clear.
Jurgen, it felt a little like City played at a much slower rhythm than they normally do, which is they thought doing that would not allow Liverpool to play at the speed that you lack. Is it one of those games where you're kind of thinking as much about them as you are about your own team, which is not how you or Pep normally coach?
Oh, you cannot ignore City in the preparation for a City game. It's quite difficult. Low rhythm, I'm not sure. For a higher rhythm, you need space. So, and both teams didn't give any space away. So against City, it's no news. If you don't defend the half spaces, then they are constantly between your midfield and your last line, and you have constantly to jump from in the last line, which you don't want to do really that often. And one situation where you allow them a 1-2, and they are alone in front of the goalie, so or are alone in the box and shoot the ball across the line, and then somebody scores an easy goal at the second post. So that's how they score the goals. It's so difficult. It's so difficult to defend, and I'm really happy how we did it. So we had on Wednesday a little setback for sure. I watched the game back on the flight back. That was really important to see it again, and so we could adjust a few things again, and that was so much better today. If we would have defended like we did against Napoli today, it's a 7-0. No doubt about that, but we were really back on track, even after we had to change Millie, which you never want to do, especially on the first half. And so I'm fine, really. It was a unbelievably intense period. Our fixtures were just kind of crazy. You can never, it makes no sense to moan about it when you are in it, but now it's over, so I can moan about it. And it was just unbelievable. Playing these teams is really difficult, and I'm happy with the results we got.
John?
Yeah, I saw it now. So if it feels much easier to say it was a penalty when I didn't score with it, but I saw it, and I don't think there's a lot to discuss about. It's how very often with penalties it's very, very close, and we have a bit of longer toe or whatever, then he touched the ball more. I think he touched the ball a little bit, but obviously not enough. So he touched Sonny a bit more, and yeah, so it's a penalty, but not the most important penalty in history of football because not in. So But we're lucky in that situation. Yeah? So that's it. But I think especially we deserve it as well. This bit of luck, because with the performance the boys showed today, it's just good. To respond is really important, but to respond is really difficult when the next opponent is Man City, because there's no time for any wrong thoughts or whatever that you think, oh, maybe here or there. It was easy to adjust, because it was so. We made a lot of, not too many mistakes at Napoli, but a massive one formation-wise. We didn't adapt to what Napoli did, and today we were back again, and so I'm fine.
Any final ones, guys?
Is it too early to say what James Milner's injury is extensive?
Yeah, how much? It's too early. I don't know. I asked him, big one, and he said, don't think so, but big enough that I go off. So.
Yes.
Yeah, 3 teams at the top of the table on 7 points. Is that a sign how intense it is?
I knew it before, and Arsenal is 2 points in behind, right? Yeah. And they won now 6 games in a row, did they? Or with the cup games even more. Right. So looks like they are in a good shape. And yeah, but we played City today, so you can get 3 points or 1 point or no point. We had 1, so that's fine. So, and if somebody would have told me after 8 match days you have 20 points, I would say with pretty much each fixture list I would have said yes. With that fixture list I would have said I buy it. Let's start with the 9th match day. So then we start with 20 points. So now we have it. The boys unfortunately go now away again and have to play Nations Cup games, the most senseless competition in the world of football, and yeah, and then we hope that they come back healthy and they play this easy competition, Premier League and Champions League, and FA Cup is waiting, all that stuff. So it's tough times for the boys. I said it already in an interview. We have to start thinking about the players. Anybody, or not only if you. Somebody asked me, is the game was the level of the game because of the intensity? It was in the question was already this little bit of criticism. Could have been better if you are fresh. If you want to see the boys fresh, then come in the summer break, which is for Jurgen Henderson was exactly 2 weeks. Funny, and so that's how it is. But that's why I say going away is not a big problem. But now you call a manager of any country and ask him if you can leave 1 or 2 players out in the next game, and he says I'm under pressure as well, because now it's Nations Cup. I don't know exactly what you can win with it, but there's some final in the next summer, I think. So that's it.
Thank you. This way.